Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss and review the 10 best muscle cars from the 80s. Starting with number 10, the 1983 Chevrolet Malibu. The Chevrolet Malibu was a leftover muscle car from the 70s. The Malibu was GM's mid-size rear-drive G-body car marketed as a two-door coupe, four-door sedan, and wagon model. Earlier, the heavy vehicles rode on the G-body platform, but towards 1983, these cars came with a smaller and lighter body, offering slightly better fuel mileage. The 1983 Chevrolet Malibu had a triangulated four-link rear suspension and massive aftermarket support. However, being lightweight and fuel-efficient didn't hinder the car from performing at its best. It had a small block V8 engine and enough space in the engine compartment to support a big block V8 for the gearhead who wanted an upgrade. The Chevy Malibu's 4.4-liter V8 engine produced 115 horsepower and 205 pound-feet of torque. The engine was mated to a 3-speed automatic transmission. Despite experiencing changes to match the market needs, the 1983 Chevy Malibu was aggressive in speed. It could pull from 0 to 60 miles in 13.9 seconds and reach a top speed of 104 miles per hour. Number 9. 1983 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. The Monte Carlo was one of the decade's hottest cars. It was built on the same G-body platform as the Malibu, but delivered a sportier bend. Earlier models were introduced and marketed as the first personal luxury car of the Chevrolet brand. Throughout the production years, the vehicle received upgrades like a G-body from an A-body platform, enabling Chevy to immerse itself in stock car racing. The Monte Carlo SS was recognizable wherever it went as one of the most important cars wearing the Chevy bow tie. Under the hood was a 5-liter V8 engine producing 180 horsepower and 220 pound-feet of torque. The engine was mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. Regarding power and comfort, the car was more powerful than its sibling, the Malibu, becoming a top choice among hot rodders. The V8 engine and the reliable powertrain could propel the car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.6 seconds and achieve a top speed of 126 miles per hour. Number 8. 1985 Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z. The Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z was produced within the third-generation Camaros. The IROC-Z version was introduced in 1985 and was named after the International Race of Champions. The version was offered as an option package on the Z28, featuring an upgraded suspension, lowered ride height, specially valved Delco Bilstein shocks, larger diameter sway bars, a steering brace known as a Wonder Bar, a special decal package, and an optional tuned port injection system borrowed from the Corvette. The IROC-Z Camaro became a game-changer, as it performed better than the Monte Carlo SS, Malibu, and other third-generation Camaros. It could move from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds and attain a top speed of 148 miles per hour. Number 7. 1986 Ford Mustang LX 5.0 and GT. The Ford Mustang LX 5.0 and GT became a popular muscle car for the Fox body. The body was introduced to serve duty across several continents. This Ford Fox body had a lightweight rear-drive platform and was used in North America for several Ford and Mercury products. 1986 brought to the market the most desirable Ford Mustang versions at the time because they had the benefits of electronic fuel injection, hydraulic roller cam, and forged aluminum pistons. These features were in the 5.0-liter V8 engine, which turned out to be extremely popular. The V8 engine in the LX and GT trims produced 225 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. The 5.0-liter engine could pull the car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.4 seconds, making it one of the decade's road beasts. Although it sprang faster than the Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z, its top speed was lower, reaching only 139 miles per hour. Number 6. 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix 2+2. The Grand Prix is a line of automobiles produced by the Pontiac division of General Motors. The Grand Prix models were produced from 1962 until 2002 as coupes, and from 1989 through 2008 model years as four-door sedans. Since its introduction in 1962, the models varied in size, luxury, and performance. In the 1970s, more changes were made to make the model fit in the luxury class. The gradual improvements made the 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix 2+2 among the no-nonsense muscle cars of the decade. The 1986 Pontiac Grand Prix entered the market with an updated taillight design with 3 sections. During the year, the new 2+2 model was offered, which featured an arrow nose, bubble rear glass, and a fiberglass trunk lid with an integral spoiler. Besides the attention-grabbing aerodynamic features, the Grand Prix 2+2 was equipped with a 5.0-liter V8 engine. The engine produced 165 horsepower and 245 pound-feet of torque. It was then mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. The car could move from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.3 seconds and achieved a top speed of 122 miles per hour. Are you ready for our top 5 80s muscle cars? Be sure to like and subscribe for more automotive content like this. Number 5. 1986 Pontiac Firebird Formula and Trans Am. The Pontiac Firebird was produced by Pontiac from 1967 to 2002. The model was designed to compete with the Ford Mustang, and just as Ford didn't give up despite the 80s challenges, Pontiac was alive and doing well during the decade. The Formula and Trans Am had the GM F-body platform, getting the feel that put them just below the IROC Camaro. Firebirds had a signature look with pop-up headlights that differentiated them from Camaros. The Firebird was equipped with a 5-liter small block V8, producing 190 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The engine was mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. It could move from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.9 seconds and reach a top speed of 140 miles per hour. Number 4. 1987 Oldsmobile 442 and Hurst Olds. The Oldsmobile 442 and Hurst Olds are muscle cars produced by Oldsmobile. The 442 name derives from the original car's 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed manual transmission, and dual exhausts. On the other hand, the Hurst Olds originated when Oldsmobile partnered with Hurst Performance Research Corporation to create the Hurst Olds rather than just adding Hurst shifters. Hurst's contribution with its famed lightning rod shifter mechanism provided riotous fun. These models used the G-body platform, turning out to be the best-looking muscle car of the decade. G-body platform has plenty of aftermarket support with powertrain swaps, suspension, and brake upgrades. The Oldsmobile 442 and Hurst Olds came with a 5.0-liter V8 engine, producing 180 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque. These cars could move from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.5 seconds and achieve a top speed of 117 miles per hour, a little slower than the Firebirds and Mustang LX 5.0. Number 3. 1987 Buick Regal Grand National. The Buick Regal is a mid-size car marketed by Buick since 1973. For nearly its entire production, the Regal has served as the premium mid-size car. Conversely, the Buick Regal Grand National was introduced in 1987 and offered for only 2 years. It's among the muscle cars with V6 engines that perform pretty well. The Buick Regal Grand National had a 3.8-liter V6 engine producing 276 horsepower and 360 pound-feet of torque. The engine was mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. This car could pull from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds and achieve a top speed of 124 miles. The top speed was electronically limited because GM had a Corvette above all policy. The V6 engine was easy to modify for more power and performance. Buyers could equip it with the turbocharger and intercooler to get 300 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. Number 2. 1988 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. The Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe didn't use a V8 engine, just like the Buick Regal Grand National. The production models that hit the market had a turbocharged and intercooled 2.3-liter inline-4 engine, producing 190 horsepower and 240 pound-feet of torque. The engine was mated with a 5-speed manual transmission. The car pulled from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.7 seconds and could reach a top speed of 127 miles per hour. Number 1. 1989 Pontiac Firebird GTA Turbo Trans Am. 1989 was the biggest year for Pontiac concerning performance. The Trans Am model was now 20 years old, and it was time for another anniversary edition. So the special 20th anniversary Trans Am was to be based on the existing Trans Am GTA. Through the partnership between Pontiac and Prototype Automotive Services, the Trans Am GTA was produced. The version hit the market with a 3.8-liter turbocharged V6 engine, originally developed for the Buick Regal Grand National. It produced 250 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. It was later discovered the engine power was underrated as it produced 310 horsepower. The engine was then mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. The car could pull from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.6 seconds and reach a top speed of 150 miles per hour. This incredible acceleration and speed made the Firebird a sleeper among 80s muscle cars. So which of these 10 80s muscle cars is your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to click the like button and hit the bell icon to be notified when we release new content.